Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.
G'day.
G'day.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for joining us.
We are on another road trip.
Yep.
We are heading off to check out the Kamilaroi highway.
Yeah, which starts at this gorgeous little town called Willow Tree.
And ends in Burke. And there's so much to see between the two towns.
Yeah.
Can't wait to share it with you.
Apparently it's the only highway in Australia, get this, the only highway in Australia that's named after an Indigenous people.
Interesting fact.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this road trip underway.
Yes, definitely. Willow Tree has a great information centre and they were very helpful, giving us plenty of suggestions to make the most of this road trip.
They also had a great cafe there as well, so bonus.
Bonus. We took the time to do a bit of planning.
As we still hadn't decided what stops to make along the way. All right, let's hit the road.
First stop, Gunnedah, about 15 minutes up the road. But things do not always go to plan.
Well, we've hit our first snag on this road trip. We've come into Gunnedah. There's only a tiny caravan park here. Looks like there's about a dozen sites or something. And the sites are as tiny as the caravan park. They're quite narrow and bunched up. While there was only one powered site that we possibly could have got our van into available, it looked like that was going to be really snug. So we decided not to go there. We thought, oh, we'll go behind the pub instead, because the Imperial Hotel also offers pub camping behind it for free, but you know, if you use the pub sort of thing. And we went past there and they got some market on there and you can't get in the car park there. So we messed this one up a bit. We've got nowhere here to stay in Gunnedah. So we've come out to have a look at the silo art, which is very impressive in itself. We thought, well, we'll just keep trekking along the Kamilaroi highway, see what's next.
So we picked out Curlewis, less than an hour up the road.
So here in Curlewis, you can get water from this station here. You do have to pay for it. The minimum charge is $1 and you get about 200 litres for your $1. So basically get a full tank of full tank of water for $1. That's not too bad. I'm assuming it's quite clean, so I'll be interested. I'll test it later and see how it is. So this hasn't worked. I can't get the card reader to work on this thing. I've got a feeling it's broken. So now I'm in a dilemma because I don't have any water for the van. So in a bit of a pickle. All right, get back to you in a sec. So we've settled for the night here at Curlewis. It's about 20 kilometres short of Gunnedah. And there's a great little pub stay behind the commercial hotel. And in spite of the fact we couldn't get any water at the water filling station, when I spoke to the guy at the pub, he was kind enough to let me fill up one of my tanks here from the water at the pub, which is on town water, so that's pretty good. I forgot to check it though. I might go and see if I can get a sample of it and see what this water's like as it pumps through. So there's a nice big grass area at the back here behind the pub. They serve meals from 6 to 8:30, so I'll probably go a little bit early and get out of this heat. It's actually 33 degrees. That's the biggest issue, I suppose, with the free camping, is that we can't run the aircon unless we have the generator on. So I've got the windows open. There's a bit of a breeze blowing through, so it's not intolerable, but yeah, it'd be nice to be a bit cooler. So there was a bit of mucking around today, but we managed to get it all sorted. So we're set up at the back here at the commercial hotel.
Yes, in Curlewis.
In Curlewis. Yeah. We weren't planning to stay here, but it's been a nice little change to the itinerary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You just got to be flexible, don't you, Paul?
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
That's it.
Okay.
As long as I've got a palmy on the menu, all will be good. Now we also heard that the owner is a highly rated chef. So we'll look forward to checking out the menu. To the menu. Smitty topper, $4 extra. Ooh, so I've got a palmy, bacon and cheese, Spanish. Or Spanish sounds good.
Or garlic prawns.
Garlic prawns. Oh. Time for dinner.
Yeah.
So I've ordered my palmy.
I'm having a... Oh,
What do you order?
I think I'm having a steak. I think I'm having a steak with
think you're
mash
having a
and
steak?
veg. I think that's what I ordered in the end. Yep, it was the steak.
Look at the size of that steak. Oh my goodness.
Again, it takes up the whole plate. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's huge.
Oh.
This palmy's looking pretty good. Look at that.
A very peaceful night here in Curlewis.
And I did manage to get some water from the tap. Oh. Well, according to that, 90, excellent. So it's pretty good water going in here.
It was only a short drive up to Gunnedah, and we were advised that there was so much to see and do there. We also had to stop for a couple of days of work.
Well, we have arrived in Gunnedah. It's actually still a bit early in the morning to go and check in. We were going to stop at one of the cafes on the way through, but there's nothing open. Sunday morning, sleepy little town. Even though it's quite large actually. It's got a Woolies and Coles in it, as well as a whole heap of other stuff. I'm not sure how big the town is, be curious to see. So we thought we'd go and check out the shopping centre. Apparently there's a Korean place over there that Wenda's keen to try out. We found this little gem of a place in Gunnedah Shopping Centre. A little Korean place. One of our favourites is bibimbap. Korean food, it's pretty good. KFC, Korean fried chicken. It's not bad. So thought we'd pop in here. It's near enough to lunchtime for us, so we thought we'd stop in and have a look through the menu. So bibimbap is this rice dish in a hot stone pot. So you've got to be careful, don't touch the pot because they are hot. Rice and your choice of meat. I think it's normally made with beef, but we always have it with chicken. Got a heap of different veggies in it, carrots, mushrooms, zucchini. This one's got a bit of lettuce in it. When we make them, we often put bean shoots in it. But it's a real tasty dish. And then the sauce, it's not just a chili sauce, but a Korean spicy sauce, which is pretty good too. Adds the flavour.
Don't forget the egg.
Oh, and the egg. The traditional one is made with a raw egg just poured over the top. And because of the heat in the stone pot and the rice, it actually cooks the egg as it goes through the rice. But generally they put in a sort of soft fried egg on top of it, because most people don't like to see a raw egg run through their food.
But it cooks.
There are several places to stay in Gunnedah. You can get potable water here. There are a couple of public dump points as well. We stayed at the Gunnedah Tourist Park, mainly because we were stopping for a few days. We've arrived at the Gunnedah Tourist Park. The site's a little bit tight here, but it's not too bad. We managed to get one that's can fit our car on and that, but not all of them are like that. This is probably one of the wider ones, and we only just fit in the site, so the drawbar is right on the curb. We're back as far as we can go, but we're in. It's a very comfy spot here. It's nice and warm. We've got power, water. I'll have to test the water after, so we're pretty right for the next few days. Go and check out a bit of Gunnedah, do a bit of work, then get back on this road trip. Not the best scores yet, 94. Pretty good water. There's a few things we want to get done while we're here in Gunnedah as well. First, I want to clean the car, get rid of all that mud off the cruiser. It's looking a bit of a mess at the minute. And also I need to get a wheel alignment, because I noticed one of the tyres at the front appears to be starting to scrub out a bit. I hope it's not too late. I'll get them to check it, and I might even actually swap that wheel with the spare tyre so that can become the spare, so I don't use any more. Anyway, I'll check it out. There's a couple of places here in Gunnedah I can get a wheel alignment over the next few days, so I'll ring them in the morning and see if I can get the car in. Let's get this car cleaned up. Well, I reckon that looks a bit better. Alright, we'll come out to our first event of the Gunnedah experience, a cultural evening with flute and what is it?
Harp.
Harp.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it'd be amazing. Chocolate, don't chocolate.
So tonight we are going to be treated to an hour and a half of blues and silver screen music, played on the harp and flute.
So here we arrive. They give you a complimentary glass of bubbly.
Plastic cups.
That's okay. And some little nibblies. Oh my goodness, this is so cool.
Well, that was quite an experience, wasn't
It
it?
was so cool, Paul. Didn't this little country town to have this kind of thing was absolutely
I know.
amazing. You go in there, they give you a plastic cup of bubbly and a few snacks. And it was and the concert
Yeah,
for $32 each.
wasn't bad, was it?
That was concession. $32 each. Oh my goodness, it was so worth it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So great.
But tonight for dinner, Railway Hotel
Yeah.
in Gunnedah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
After the concert, Paul.
Impressive looking place.
Yeah, it looks great.
Bistro's open 7 days a week.
In here? Or
It's impressive. Right, how's this? I've steered away from a palmy tonight. Going with a barramundi. Not even a battered one, just a grilled barramundi.
oh, very cute, Paul, except the chips.
What'd you get?
Well, I got a salmon poke bowl, which is like warm rice and salmon, and then the rest of it's kind of like cool. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So today I'm heading off on my own into the town of Gunnedah to check out some of the things you see in town. Paul's busy today putting together a video, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So come and join me today as I check out all things Gunnedah. Well, at least some of them. Well, I'm going to start this adventure in Gunnedah at the information centre so they can let me know the things that are good to look at. So the Rainbow Serpent water features here just outside the information centre. Then there is this tribute to the Red Chief, a revered leader of the people of this region. There is just so much street art here in Gunnedah. It's just amazing. They've even got a brochure on where all the street art is. Definitely worth a look. You know what? I don't think this train is ever going to end. Well, that's what it feels like. It did. And what a great segue into the historic railway station here in Gunnedah. There is also the Gunnedah Museum, but the museum's only open between 9 and 1 p.m. on a Saturday. So being a Monday, it's a while yet. I don't think we'll be around. There are so many tributes to Dorothea McKellar, including this place here, but it was closed, and her iconic poem. Dorothea McKellar. I love a sunburnt country, a land of sweeping plains, of ragged mountain ranges, of droughts and flooding rains. Here we have Dorothea McKellar up on the silos, and part of what she has written is being put up here on the silos in a copy of her own handwriting.
I've just had the car in to Bridgestone here in Gunnedah to have a wheel alignment done. Things like car servicing, wheel alignments and things like that, they can be a bit of a challenge for us when we're on the road. The wheel alignment wasn't too much of a challenge. We got here a few days ago and I noticed that one of the front tyres seemed to be scrubbing on the outside a bit, so I thought I better get in for a wheel alignment. I rang up Bridgestone here and only had to wait 2 days for a spot to get the car in to get the wheel alignment done. It was $88 to get it done, so that seemed quite reasonable, and that wasn't too bad. The challenge I've had is I've been trying to book the car in for a service. It's due for a service now. I've been trying to book it into Toyota, but I haven't had much luck so far. I tried here in Gunnedah, and it's at least a 2.5 week wait before I can get in. We're only here for 5 days, so that's not going to be much good. And I thought, okay, well, I'll book ahead to say somewhere like Narrabri, which we're going to next for a couple of days. But even they were still a 2.5 week wait. After Narrabri, we start to go a bit more remote, and there's no more Toyota dealers in there until we get down to the bottom end of the Darling River down near Wentworth, which the problem now is I don't know specifically what day we're going to be there, because we have a rough plan. So I either commit to a date in 3 weeks' time, and if I get there early, I need to wait for that date, or if I am running behind, I've got to rush my trip a bit. So that becomes a bit of a challenge, getting a specific date. The other thing is I do have to be in Melbourne on a specific date, so I don't have much choice about the date there, and I could commit to that. But then that's going to be about 6 weeks away. So, and by that stage, I would have done a lot more kilometres. So there you can see there's a bit of a challenge in trying to negotiate the times and the durations of trips, balancing it with booking things in that are a bit harder to get the bookings fitted for.
All right, enough drama, Paul. Let's explore a bit more of Gunnedah and see what else we can find on this beautiful evening.
We've come out to Pensioners Hill, just on the edge of town. It's a walk, it's only a short walk. There's a car park at the front there, a little bit of a walk. It's got a playground.
Very musical, Paul.
Picnic area. It's got a lookout, but the highlight of the park is the sculptures, the heritage sculptures. So I thought we'd come and check those out and have a look. So it looks like there's about 4 sandstone sculptures. There's a tribute here to the coal mining past of this town. Listen, at the information centre was saying they used to have quite a large population of koalas here. But they had a 3-year drought here, and the koalas moved out and haven't really come back. So you can spot one here now and again, apparently. We haven't seen any today. But yeah, they're few and far between now.
So we've stayed the last 4 nights at the Gunnedah Tourist Park. So we've done 2 to 3 days of work, some looking around Gunnedah, some shopping, some washing, you know, the usuals. And yeah, let me show you around. It's a pretty cool little place, and the managers are just so lovely and friendly and very helpful. Let me show you around. So there is a variety of accommodation, powered and unpowered sites and cabins. There's a couple of amenity blocks here at the park, down each end of the park. The amenities are lovely. They're older style, but most definitely spotless clean every day, so which is really good. And then there is the laundry. So washing is $4 for $1 coins for to use the washing machine, and apparently the dryers is a minimum of 1 hour, but I'm not sure how much it is. Of course, we have the dump points. There's a sort of a basic camp kitchen here and a pool with some shade, which is so important in places like this. I mean, it gets to about 38, 39 here every day, so having some shade is just really, really helpful. But it is nice. It's about a 15-minute walk out of the centre of town, which is certainly doable. There's pubs. There's a pub and a club about a 10-minute walk from the van park, which is lovely. So that's Gunnedah Tourist Park. It's been great for what we've needed. The air conditioner for one, power and water. It's been just really nice to be here. It's been quiet. We haven't had any real, we haven't had any noise. I have heard the train go by on a couple of occasions, but it hasn't disturbed my sleep or anything like that, so it's been absolutely fine. So it's a really lovely place. I could thoroughly recommend it.
And with that, our time here in Gunnedah is done. Next, we're off to Narrabri and the next leg of this road trip through to Bourke. Hopefully you can come and join us next time as we continue this amazing road trip on the Kamilaroi Highway. We cross the Newell Highway into the outback, and boy does it change. We get to experience some amazing hospitality in Brewarrina,
Explore some amazing rock formations.
and we also get to see one of the oldest, or if not the oldest, man-made structure on the planet.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye for now.
Bye.